Alrighty, good afternoon folks. This is Hunter Jackson again with Giant Recreation World, Winter Garden, Florida. First things first, I am super sorry. So 2 weeks ago I said every single Friday, new video dropping. The very next Friday, dropped the ball on that one. So I've been very busy here. I've been super fortunate, been blessed to be able to help quite a few different folks out over here. But today I've got a very special video for us. This is gonna be a 2025 Keystone Bullet 1900 RD. It's a terrific couples coach, single axle, entry level, but has the ability to sleep a couple more in the back too, which is going to be great for a ton of people out there. So let's go ahead and take a look and tell me what you think. Let's go. All right, starting off in the front, just like always, we've got our non-powered front tongue jack. This is going to be one of the first things that people switch out on the unit. This is something that's helping them get to the price point that they're at, and they are absolutely decimating the competition with the pricing that they have on this unit. Be sure to see the link in the description down below, and it'll have it to ours and our lot. So definitely want to point out we do have a single 20-pound propane tank up here in the front. Super easy to switch out if you need to, and you can add an additional one if you so choose. Moving on to the front cap area, we do have our rock guard down here at the bottom. It's a diamond, finished rock guard, as well as a metal front for this camper. It comes with Keystone's 3-year limited structural warranty, which is one of the best in the industry. Moving down the side of the RV here, we're going to take a look at our massive pass-through storage. I say massive, this is a small travel trailer, and all of the storage that they give you is incredible for the size of this thing. I mean, we're talking probably 22, maybe 23 feet tip to tail. You can see your aluminum framing going up in here. Another thing that's just going to absolutely kill anything in that entry level, price point. Moving down below, definitely want to point out, so we have 4 stab jacks. Sometimes when you get onto these shorter single axle travel trailers, you don't get more than 2 stab jacks. This one's going to come moving back and onto the sidewall construction of this particular unit. So this is going to be a vacuum bonded sidewall with the fiberglass exterior. It's going to be very strong, and to try to avoid any, kicked up rocks going down the road. Very well built camper. I personally own a 2012 Keystone that I absolutely adore. Definitely want to point out as many of the exterior features as possible. So this is a simple coach. This is an entry level, probably one of your first or one of your last campers right here. So we do have a steel wheel with an American made tire over here, and then an inverted outlet on the rear. So definitely want to point out this one does come standard with solar. It's approximately 220 watts, and they call that their solar flex system. Also, big ol' awning for the outside. They could have carried it to the end, which I'll go ahead and knock them real quick for that, but they did give you a ton of space to have fun outside the camp area with your LED light strip that goes all the way across. Moving around to the back side of the RV, we've got a spot for a spare tire, which will go on prior to the sale of this RV. We're just waiting on the part to come in. And like most travel trailers, you do have backup camera prep here at the top. So definitely want to make a note, massive window in the rear. Once we get inside, you're really going to appreciate it. It's right on the dinette area, so while you're eating breakfast or dinner at night, you've got all the views in the world away from the road. Very nice to see. While we move around, I will point out there's no bumper here in the back. And you think, where do I put my stinky slinky? Well, that's going to go right in here. So Keystone includes this little cutout that you can put your sewer hose in here, keeping the back nice and clean looking, a very modern design. I don't know why they've gone away from the steel bumper, but some of the manufacturers these days are doing that kind of stuff. Try to get this into place with one hand. Perfect. And then backing up, we do have a secondary storage compartment. So always like when there's a storage compartment towards the rear of the camper, you can see a nice LED light on the inside here. This is going to be a great place to keep, your water hose and your electrical cord, something that you don't want to get the dirt on the stuff that's in your pass-through storage over here in the front. Continuing down the side of the camper, I'll go ahead and point out TV input, furnace exhaust, and then a black tank flush. So another huge feature for the price point that this coach is at. Love to see a black tank flush. All it is essentially sprayers on the inside of your black tank, but it saves you time and money knowing that your tanks are nice and clean every single time you dump. So Continuing along, we do have a tankless hot water heater on this system. This is gonna be, I believe, it's either a 40 or a 60 tankless hot water heater. We'll put a little note on the screen. I'm probably completely wrong, but we'll go with it. And then off to the side, our city water connection, which is gonna provide pressure to the RV, or if you're off-grid, you can fill your tanks that are on board. I believe these freshwater tanks are 30 gallons, but we'll double check on that one as well. And then on the back side of your pass-through storage, you can see we have a solar disconnect. Love that there's a separate switch for just the solar alone. It does have inverter prep, so it's a plug-and-play system. If you want to be able to off-grid, throw a couple lithium batteries in there and go off for a weekend. And then a 30 amp charge controller, which is going to be more than enough to be able to upgrade the top of your RV. And let me go ahead and get a drone up on the roof for us real quick. As we can see, we do have one 15K BTU AC, a Winegard mini system. That's going to be our omnidirectional antenna, as well as the 220 watt solar panel that I had mentioned once before. All right, let's walk inside of this magnificent little camper here. Straight off to the right, we have our bedroom area. So this is a queen size mattress. I'm gonna back up a little bit. One thing I forgot to mention, this is not a narrow camper. This is a full width. It's probably the 7.5 or 8 foot that they're doing. It feels very spacious in here for having a mid bath, and we'll point, a couple different features out in there here in a second. I do wanna note that there is a window that opens away from here, which is directly or almost directly across from your door to get you that cross breeze at night if you want to leave the door open and the screen closed. We do have hanging storage and a good amount for a couple for a weekend or a week at a time. You could put plenty of clothes. Most people when they're camping don't need to have their shirt all ironed out and everything anyway. And then up above, tons of storage. Wish they had put struts in here, but that's something that's super easy for either you or a dealer such as us to add in there for you. We have down below outlets, so we've got another inverted outlet as well as your USB-A and USB-C right here, so right next to the bed for all your charging needs. A puck style light right above to give you a little bit of reading light, and then let's see what's down in here. Looks to be just like a little bit of extra storage for maybe a couple pillows or blankets. There's not a ton of space that goes in between the bed and here, so once you put a mattress topper on top, it's gonna be hard to get your hand down there, but that'll be a good tuck away storage. You could put some shoes or anything else down there. Definitely have to note, the bed does lift up for additional blanket storage down here. Always like seeing things like this, which I'm gonna step in here since I'm one-handed. We've got aluminum around the bed framing. That is the sign of a well-built camper. It means they're not skimping out on materials. We don't see OSB right above here. This is real plywood. A lot of good things to like on this unit. Let's go ahead and back up a little bit and into our bathroom area, not bedroom, bathroom area. Quick note, this is going to be for your furnace off to the side here. And then opening the door up, we've got a full-fledged bathroom. So classic test, it's plastic. So it's a weight savings thing, it's a price savings thing, but it's a toilet and it works just like the rest of them do. Another inverted outlet with a GFCI off to the side here. Moving around, we've got our light switch for our bathroom. Nice to see that it's a switch and not just a puck style light in here, as well as our tankless hot water heater control system. Tons of storage in here for a small camper. We've got plenty of room to put all of your linens or toilet paper. I like that. Little bit of space to put a small trash can here in the bathroom. Easy access to all of your water supply systems. Sink in the bathroom so you don't have to brush your teeth in the kitchen sink. And then a full shower. So this one may get the knock. Let's see here. Turn that camera around. Oh yeah. So at 6'1" and some change, I'm getting a little bit too tall for this one. We need a skylight up here to give me that additional headroom, but anybody under the 6 foot mark, perfectly acceptable shower. All right, let's get out of the bathroom here and into our kitchen area. So you can see we do have a microwave up above, a 2-burner stove, plenty of storage down below here. a shelf, you know, for all your pots, pans, plates. Hopefully on the other side we'll have a missing shelf so we can put a full standing trash can. Ah, nuts, that's all right. We can make a mod in here. I love to have a place to put a trash can, especially on a trailer of this size. You're gonna wanna make sure that all of your floor space is cleared. But we do get a nice deep sink up above here. So this is the same size that's in a lot of fifth wheels. It's in plastic, so another weight saving / cost savings thing, but at least it's a nice big sink. And at the end of the day, it's a sink. I mean, do you need a steel sink? Up above, we've got some cabinetry, similar to the bedroom area, nice and open. You can put all of your cups, mugs, coffee related materials, things of that nature up here. And check out this dinette area. Holy smokes. So that's that giant window we were talking about here in the back. We've got two more across from one another that both open for that cross breeze. And then sitting right above while you're eating breakfast, you can watch the morning news off of your Winegard mini system. And oh, we've got potential. Nope, another shelf. I was looking for a bathroom spot, but another shelf for tons of storage, additional countertop space over here. All three of these do open up with storage underneath. On the back side of this one is where that rear storage compartment is on this unit. I like that we've got more cabinet space up above here. Nothing wasted. All of these cabinets are made of real plywood. It feels like real wood. It's an inlaid cabinet with a, you know, vinyl or the sticker that they put over the top of it. And then a pantry area. So these shelves are removable or movable up and down. And then they did include a crossbar up atop so that you can put any additional hanging storage if you wanted to put food down below and a couple more t-shirts up above. That will lead us into our 12-volt fridge area. So this is currently running nice and chilly. Plenty of space for all of the popsicles, water, Coke, burgers, hot dogs, eggs, everything you could think of for a week at a time is gonna fit in this fridge, no problemo. Definitely have to point out the front side of our furnace. So this is a non-ducted furnace system. It is gonna just direct dump straight out. I mean, this camper is 19 feet tip to tail. That furnace is gonna be overkill for this amount of size. So another thing that we're gonna take a little look-see at is gonna be the AC from the inside. Another thing, it's non-ducted, so it's gonna be a direct dump AC. It's not a huge deal. It's gonna be a little bit louder on a you know, small camper, but at the end of the day, you'd rather have loud and cool than, you know, quiet and super hot. So, all right. Definitely want to get one more pan because this isn't massive, but it is a well laid out, well designed camper. Very open feeling once you get to the rear there. So as you can see, this is a super versatile camper. It's got everything that you need. I don't know if there's a lot of things that you need on top of this. Maybe a power front tongue jack. Aside from that, what are we talking? Like additional sewer hoses, water hoses, cords. I mean, the typical camper stuff. This has everything. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Alrighty folks, I really appreciate you guys watching again. This has been a stressful week for me. I'm kind of sneaking out here today. I've got a little bit of time, so I'm going to try to knock out at least a couple of videos and make sure that we don't put ourselves in the same predicament we did this past week or so. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much again for watching. My name is Hunter Jackson. This is Giant Recreation World, and if you're interested in this camper specifically, take a look in the link description down below. I'm going to have one to this unit and to Keystone's website as well. I want to say that this unit's priced in the pretty low 20s, maybe even high teens. So if we can help you out and you're interested, hit that link in the description and ask for Hunter. So that's all I got for now. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.